Thank fuck I was able to get through these episodes. Oh my god. Yeah, so Fear the Walking Dead is back. Who fucking cares? Apart from Madison is going to be in this second half at some point, and that's what's only thing keeping me interested at this point. Unfortunately, this was a double dose, 2 episodes to get through. One is bad enough, so yeah, we got 2. At first, I was thinking it was going to be 2 because the first episode seemed kind of like a bottled off, which it was, a bottled off Alicia episode. So that made me think, okay, well, that's why they're doing 2, because you always want to really entice people with premieres or finales. And the second episode, so I thought the second one was going to be like the big boost, but the second one was even worse, I think, than the first, right? So, yeah, I don't really have many notes, I'm not even invested enough in it to really care to take notes. I can just generally say it's all bland for the most part, just characters and situations that just don't flow together, we don't really care about. Yeah, just some of this stuff. Well, okay, we'll go episode by episode. Oops. So let's start with the first one. So yeah, this one, again, it's a bottled off episode. I hate this shit. I don't remember very much from the last episode for sure, but I can still confidently say that this Alicia has just been thrown into a new scenario. And the reason they do this is because they don't want to have to, write a way for her to get there or make something interesting happen from where we were just at. They just need to come up with something fresh. So it seems like there's been some type of time jump, and Alicia is here now. With a new character that automatically, whenever you see it in Fear, it is such a habit. Whenever there's a new character, for the most part, they're either going to die at the end of the episode they're introduced in, or they're just going to go away, for episodes and episodes, or maybe even, for good. And yeah, so the guy dies in this episode. The particular character, I don't even remember his name, Deaf, and, the music guy. I actually like that actor, and, I think he was what carried a lot of this episode for me. I did like his character, but of course, because I liked his character, that means he's done for. So whatever. Just all the main characters are gone except for Alicia now. She's really the only one we see. I think we see Morgan at the end. And it's a time jump again, so it's getting worse and worse if Alicia actually was bitten, because she's continued to live, for longer than she should have with the bite. Just the way that works has been so fucked up. So if it is the bite, then this just gets worse and worse, because somehow she's just constantly running a fever. Nothing kills this fever, but it's not killing her. She's just constantly running a fever. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure you can't just run a fever straight for weeks, Okay, but I did like the black guy. Like I said, I didn't really have notes, break it down like I usually do, scene by scene, just because I just could fucking care less. I was glad to see that the radio, whenever they go on the hunt for the radio, I was like, oh god, okay, he's gonna know where a radio is, and it's conveniently gonna be in a place that's swarmed by zombies. That luckily wasn't the case. But the next scene after that was pretty stupid. Really bugged the shit out of me. The scene where they get attacked outside of the stadium or the church, wherever that place was that they were getting the music, the stereo from. There were some weird cuts here, like the cut where a commercial would be for one. Just really didn't line up when they got Alicia going towards the cage, and it's like she's about to get bit, and then they come back from what would be the commercial break, and they're just walking up to it, and it looked really weird, for one. And then for two, the worst of it all, they're acting like they're getting swarmed by zombies to get and hide in the car, and whenever they get into the car, and it does a pan out shot, the zombies are just walking around aimlessly, like, and there's only like 4 of them, and they're not like pounding on the car window like they should be. It's really weird. They're just like hovering around the car, and then they get out of there, somehow just fine. They just take the radio and go. I guess I don't fucking know, dude. And I don't know. I get why they did the bagpipes for his death, to symbolize whatever, make it a nice poetic death. But they could have thought of a better way to do it. It was so they wouldn't hear her jump out the window, right? I believe. Like, I feel like I have to be misunderstanding it because there's no way it's that stupid, right? So they wouldn't hear her crawl out the window in a way. Okay. And then let's see. And this whole Padre mission is just crazy, ludicrous. Alicia following voices in her head. She is fevered, but, it's just so stupid to be looking for something like this that you don't... I mean, I get having hope and needing to have something to look and hope for. But at the same time, you can't, like, be invested in it with her because you're on the fence. Like, you're just... this is just stupid, So yeah, so that... And then she's... like I said, fast forwarded into some scenario with like Arno and bullshit like that, just to have something to do because we didn't have anything really connected from before. I mean, the big cliffhanger was we're going to war, so you'd expect you see something other than this. But yeah, this is what we got. And then Morgan had such a cringy line. Goddamn, Lenny James is just too good for this show. But I guess he's getting paid a lot as the lead, so he's fine with it. I don't know, but he said, you're going to become Padre to Alicia because she's going to become like a beacon for people to come to. Padre doesn't even sound like a word anymore at a certain point in this episode. Yeah, so that was the episode I don't even remember the title of, but yeah, that was the first one for part 2. And then this last one I can probably get through pretty quick. It was a Charlie-focused episode. Wow, that's what we want to see to kick off the season. That's what everybody wanted, a Charlie-only episode. This stuff is fine on its own. Don't get me wrong, it's fine on its own. And that's maybe another reason why they did a 2-part, or maybe they're trying to cram it up so they can line up the Tales of the Walking Dead premiere or whatever's coming next. But anyway, yeah, Charlie episode, oh boy. Again, it would have been fine spliced with some other stuff. But no, she's building a corny romance. I know a lot of people shit on World Beyond. I personally liked it. But yeah, this is the kind of shit that World Beyond was made for, right? This kind of... I mean, we had romances in the original Walking Dead with Carl and stuff, so it's fine. Just not all in one heavy dose, like it was in this one. Let's see. Morgan apparently sent Charlie to the tower to turn off the beacon. Just seems like an odd thing for Morgan to do. Maybe because they trusted that Charlie would be able to get in, and Strand would trust Charlie to let her in. I don't know, but it seems like an odd thing for him to send her as like a kid. I mean, of course she's got more of an adult mentality with the world she's grown up in, but yeah, it seems strange. Okay, and then another new character dead, right? The fucking romance guy for Charlie. Okay, what a surprise. They did that again at the premiere this season with the guy, Will, I think was his name. I don't know why I remember his name. Alicia's boyfriend. That got this whole Padre shit started. Dead as well, new and then dead. Let's see. There was one stupid scene in here. I mean, if we don't want to just call most of all of it stupid, but there was one scene in here where the kid opens up the door and lets the zombies out to get the I don't know, the fucking, I don't even remember, the guys in suits who are after him. I don't fucking know, I don't care. But they're armed. I'm pretty sure one of them has like an automatic weapon, and one of them at least has a pistol. I'm pretty sure they can back up. They've lived through the apocalypse for, many years at this point. Maybe their vision was messed up because of the hazmat suit. But yeah, they all get swarmed and get killed by the fucking zombies because we just needed them out of the way. I'm pretty sure they all get fucking killed. Okay. Jesus. And then, I mean, it just makes them feel like the audience is just so dumb. Like, okay, this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens. Okay, we got our episode, yeah. It's like nobody sits and cares, like, okay, well, wait, that's kind of dumb because, they have guns, we should rework this some way. We don't have time. It's fine for this show, whatever. We're not really caring enough to think that hard about it, And then, let's see, the radiation stuff is kind of loose still. I feel, again, it's such a big thing to introduce where there's radiation in the air and all of that. And then, sometimes it's conveniently here or there, but then sometimes it's not here at all. I don't understand. I don't know the way it really works, but it's just like it seems convenient, like when it pops up and when it's not there for some people. Because Charlie gets infected in here, but this guy doesn't. What did she come in contact with that was, I don't know, different from him? Yeah, okay. And then, so Charlie is clearly dying because Madison is coming back, I believe, it's safe to say. And they don't want to have to, I think whenever she encounters Madison, again, I could be wrong, but when she encounters Madison, hopefully she encounters Madison anyway. If not, I'm going to be pissed off because that's a great conflict. That's something, cool that people want to see. I want to see, her confront the kid that killed her son. And it reminds me of back in Walking Dead, the original show, season 3, Merle comes back, but T-Dog conveniently gets killed off right at the time, and that was when the writing was just fucking shit for Walking Dead. I'm pretty sure they said they did like a coin flip, like it was either going to be T-Dog or Carol, but flip of the coin, it was T-Dog. Yeah, what, really? That's okay, but that's the original show. So yeah, that was disappointing that those two never got to meet, but they came this close, and it's going to be disappointing if Charlie and Madison come this close and don't get to meet. But I'm thinking that they will, because Charlie, super brutal, like a cancer diagnosis or something like that. She knows that her time's coming to an end, right? So young, does suck, but I'm thinking when Madison encounters her, she'll be like, I'm dying anyway, so, and Madison maybe will be like, good or whatever, and leave it like that, probably, because I don't want to see Madison forgive Charlie, I don't think, for that, and I think this could work well for that, so. And then I did like the brutality of the kid's death, kind of just, I don't even think they showed him getting thrown off, they just did a cut, but yeah, he gets thrown off, and then you do see him like fall and scream, and Charlie sees him. Pretty brutal. I did like that. But the Strand's right hand, I forget this guy's name. I'm bad with names, but he just seems way too over the top, like evil. Honestly, in this one, like, but maybe Strand's on the same level. I don't know, but some of the pointlessness against these kids, like. I know there are evil people out there like that, of course, but this just feels like too much, like it wouldn't really be in character, the way he's treating these kids, like, yeah, Charlie, you're dying, but you're leaving in the morning, pack your bags, like, really? And then June kind of knows her place, and is like, I like she pulls the card. I'm a nurse. I'm way more important than you, obviously. In this, I get so tired of, like, on the Walking Dead main show, they've killed off so many doctors or had so many doctors and nurses in, like, dangerous positions, and it's like, no, you just don't do that in this situation. And then, yeah, maybe John Sr.'s story can be interesting with him kind of trying to suck up to the guy and get in Strand's ear. I don't know. So yeah, that's what I got. A fucking Charlie-centric episode. The ball is on these fucking writers, right, to do something like this. A Charlie-centric episode. I know The Walking Dead's learned from doing bottle episodes for the most part. But Fear, apparently. I mean, yeah, we see briefly the other characters, but the main meat of the story here is just moving with Charlie's pace, or Alicia's pace, And, like I said, Charlie stuff would have been fine blocked up, and the Alicia stuff just felt like a waste of time, to be honest with you. 100% it did. So yeah, I'm going to give these episodes, I'm going to give the first one is going to get a 5 just because, and that still feels high, man. But just because, I don't know, the effects maybe for the zombies. I don't know. I'm gonna go lower. You know what? I'm gonna give it a fucking 4, and I'm gonna give the Charlie one a fucking 3. I think that feels good to me. Yeah, hopefully Madison comes in soon just to pique my interest a little bit, or I don't know, it'll probably be towards the end. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this. Just fucking Fear just can't get any better, can it? Yeah, and it's just passionless. It's such it's a passionless show, you know. Yeah, it's just so bland. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.